Welcome to Dead Man Talking. Tonight's show has probably been in the planning for a good 6 months now, waiting for the permission from the author, of course, and just trying to get my head around the script. As ever though, guys, please do let me know down below in the comments what you thought. Please do like and share and help build this channel and community. And of course, don't forget to hashtag TeamFEAR. If you yourself have a story you'd like to share here on the show, whether it be a true or fictional piece, please do get in contact with myself over on the website, which is www.DMTforestofFear.com. Without further ado, guys, let's get into tonight's story. The full series, entitled Intercepted Radio Transmissions. Let's get straight into that. Intercepted Radio Transmissions near Alama Gordo. All call signs, this is Net. Net is now live. This is Lenantos Actual. Radio check and sequence over. This is Aries 1-1. We read, in position at the southern gate. Aries 2-1, loud and clear, backing up the southern gate. Buyer 1-1, we copy, we're at the east entrance. Buyer 2-1, good comms, standing by at the east gate. Carrion, this is Carrion 1-1, we read, holding position at the north gate. Lenantos Actual, this is Carrion 2-2. Direct all Carrion 2-1 traffic to me. His radio appears to be down. Confirmed. Carrion 2-2. All messages will be relayed through. Continual radio check. This is Deimos. We have established positive control of the road. Roving patrol established. We currently have all the recovered staff at the case vac, and Dustoff is taking care of them. Roger. All call signs. 4 hours ago at 0608, the Department of Energy's NALHC facility initiated her maiden test cycle. At 0712, an explosion was recorded at the second sub-basement of the facility. Initial rescue attempts were aborted following the extreme hostility of the surviving staff members to the rescue crews. It is believed that a gas or unknown neurological agent was released into that environment through means unknown, causing the extreme reaction. Your issued MOP gear and air testing equipment is to be used to protect your soldiers until you have confirmed or eliminated the possibility of airborne elements. You are to enter the facility, secure the black boxes from each floor, and provide assistance and rescue to any surviving personnel as you find them. Exercise caution as you move, and monitor your detector papers. Team leaders have been issued Geiger counters. This will test the surroundings at a 5-minute interval on every floor. You are authorized to use tasers and non-lethal munitions. You have permission to move on the target. Copy all. Aries 1-1, entering southern doors. Aries 2-1, have your men hold for 20 seconds and follow us in. Roger, holding for 20. Eastern door is jammed, breaching with Halligan. Buyer 2-1, stand by for 20 seconds and follow us in. Keep your tasers ready. Buyer 2-1, in position, we follow your lead. This is Karen 1-1, we're in the main lobby of the building. We have a negative movement. This area appears clear. Karen 2-2, bring your men in, close the door behind you until we confirm that air quality. We're moving on your position, 1-1. Sealing the door. I have 2 men holding position. Buyer 2-1 here. Lenantos Actual. Can you relay to Deimos 1-1 and have them send vehicle over to the east doors and set up a CBRN seal over the door? There's no way we can establish a seal with the damage done to the doors, either primary or secondary. Roger. Your transmission, Buyer 2-1. Deimos 1-1. Over. This is Deimos 1-1. 1, I verify. CBRN seal to eastern entrance. I have a deuce and a half on the way to their position. Relayed to Buyer 2-1 that the team is 3 mics out. Roger that, Dimus 1-1. Buyer 2-1, Lenantos actual. I copy. Lenantos, 3 minutes. We'll stand by until they reach us. Buyer 1-1. Can you determine cause of the damage to the doors? This is Buyer 1-1. My team and I have already moved into the east wing of the facility. You'll have to ask Buyer 2-1. His team is still on station. Buyer 2-1 here. The electric lock is unresponsive, but the doors themselves are caved in. I don't know how, but it looks like it was pulled inward. Possibly decompression? Buyer 2-1, say again. Describe in detail. Okay, the doors have been damaged in a fashion consistent with either a severe strike from the outside, but with the uniform curvature, or the inward decompression. Evidence of heat damage to the door itself, but no burn marks present on the tiles or walls. Roger. Aries 1-1, radio check. Aries 1-1, I'm looking at what seems to be offices. No damage seems to be present. Power is still running. Looks like everyone in this section got clear. No bodies, no survivors. Aries 1-1, are you seeing any sign of heat damage to any of the equipment or surfaces? Negative. Place looks nearly pristine. Break. This is Aries 2-1. We've secured the black box from the security room on floor 1, sending a man to the door with it. Cleared and checked. Box is negative for chemical or biological agents. Geiger isn't picking up anything. Roger. Have your man bag it and drop it inside the door. Damus 1-1. Over. This is Damus 1-1. I have a team en route to pick it up. My team should be in position with the CBRN seal at the east doors. And Dustov wants you to know that evacuating 4 personnel to the regional medical. Lenantos copies all. Buyer 2-1. Come in. Buyer 2-1 here. Deimos team is on site and sealing the door. We're following Buyer 1-1 into the facility. Buyer 1-1 to Buyer 2-1. Make our way forward to the stairwell. The lifts appear to be sealed and unresponsive. Aries 2-1. Are you still in security? Is anyone in the lifts? Negative. There's no one in the lifts. Hold position. Karen teams are just about to take the stairwell with you. Roger that, Aries 2-1. I have eyes on both Karen teams and they can follow us in. Roger. All call signs, this is Net. This is Aries 2-1. My team has control of the security room. Security cameras are function on floor 1 and basement 1. Basement floor 2 has complete camera loss. Nothing is lit up on the board. Aries 1-1 has confirmed positive control of all entrances to the building and is standing by to take control of any survivors. Confirmed all. Aries 2-1. Buyer and Karen teams, you are cleared to take the 2nd floor. Roger that, Lenantos, moving down the stairs. Karen teams, wait 60 seconds and follow. Karen 1-1, confirm. We'll wait 60 seconds and follow you in. Karen 2-2, tell your lieutenant to wait 20 seconds after we go and follow us in. Roger, 20 seconds and we follow. Jesus Christ, what the hell happened here? Buyer 1-1, say again. Lenantos actual, we're in the first basement now. I'm seeing a lot of machinery and piping. Computers and desks set up pretty much wherever there's space. Every screen is displaying some sort of error message or some type of data that I don't recognise. There's a fine layer of ash or dust all over everything. Karen teams, hold position. Don't leave the stairwell. Karen 1-1. Karen 2-2, did you copy last? Karen 1-1 here, we heard. Holding position at the door in the stairwell. Buyer teams, we have you on the cameras. There are no signs of movement on screen, but the security closet is down the hallway to your right. Can you move to it and secure the black box? Buyer 1-1, you spread out, check those offices. I'll get the box. Gotcha. Okay guys, spread out. No one goes alone. Search the floor. Higgins, test the air, see if anything is floating around. Okay. Lenantos, send it. The Geiger counter is picking up low levels of radiation. What is going on in this facility? The facility you're in is the property of the Department of Energy. Specifically, it is the North American Large Hadron Collider. Its construction was completed earlier this month. It's virtually identical to the version that is owned by CERN. Its purpose is to inject particles at nearly the speed of light, and with the purpose of colliding two such beams of particles together. The resulting energy of the collision is studied. The facility, it was brought online for the first time early this morning and went dark several hours later. We are still attempting to discover why. None of the survivors were coherent enough or informed enough to tell us. No one below the first story of the laboratory has been recovered. And what little information was gathered from the surface level employees indicated that there was a sudden surge in the power consumption to the magnet arrays. After the surge, they reported that persons unknown were attacking them. Terrorism is suspected, but there is no indications of any unidentified individuals entering the perimeter. Lenantos, Bio 1-1. The Geiger is reading relatively low levels, but it's going to start to add up pretty quickly. We might want to... Fuck! Shoot him! Shoot him! Taser! 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 Last calling station. Say again your last. The fucker stabbed me! Hit him again! Last calling station. Report. This is Bio 2-1. We're at the security closet. We have the box and a survivor. Have Dimus 1-1 send a medivac to the door. I have a man down, and the survivor isn't in great shape either. Just get it done. Hurry up. Bio 2-1. I verify. 1 casualty, civilian, and 1 casualty by a team. I confirm. Have Damus spin up, dust off. My man has a broken broom handle in its hip. Doc is stabilising my man. Civilian is incoherent. He has severe burns on his face, and I think his eyes might have been damaged. Jesus. His eyes look like boiled eggs, and he can't seem to see. His clothing is charred. Sir! Sir, can you tell me your name? Dimus 1-1. Prepare medivac. 2 casualties. 1 punch injury. Initial care provided. 2nd with burns to head and body. Medivac inbound. Send them to the lobby at the north doors. CBRN requirements. You guys hear that? There's an indistinct second voice. Then more. Negative chemical. Negative bio. Radiological is minimal background and seems confined. Negative nuclear. Dimus copies all. Relaying. Lenantos, Bio 2-1, has remet up with Bio 1-1, moving back to the main stairwell. Lenantos, recovered civilian is Dr. Samantha Riggs. Bio 2-1, please confirm. Survivor is female employee, not male. Roger that, Lenantos. Injuries are extensive. We have 1 survivor recovered, female. Jesus, I'll hold his shotgun. You help him walk. I'm not fucking around. Listen, you guys hearing this? Last calling station. Do you have a report? Lenantos, this is Karen 1-1. Still holding the stairwell. Something is going on below. We can hear singing coming from the secondary basement level where the search was detected. How should we proceed? Over. Get everyone out, please. Get me out. It's still here. Ma'am, please calm down and tell us. You don't understand. It's here. It's still here. Karen 1-1, please confirm. You hear survivors on the collider level? Get everyone out. It's trying to get back into the fracture. Don't get near it. Fracture? The fuck is she talking about? Lenantos, Bio teams have entered stairwell. Moving to the building lobby with patience. Civilian is being combative. Break. Break. All stations, this is net. We have movement on camera. Basement, level 1. Not possible. We cleared it already. Lenantos, Karen team is ready to move on basement level 2. Singing is still audible. I don't know what to tell you, Bio, but someone just ran right past the main desk you were at. There's no way. The whole floor is open ground, nowhere to hide. unless someone crawled into the machinery itself. All call signs, clear this net. Karen 1-1, move your team down to the basement level 2. Hold at the door. Karen 2-2, sweep and clear basement level 1. Roger, moving down. Entering basement level 1, everyone keep your eyes moving. Karen 2-2, be advised, movement seen on the camera was moving north past the main desk. Recommend you move in that direction. Lenantos, we have position control of casualties, moving them to dust off. Lenantos, Karen 1 team has arrived at basement level 2. Singing is no longer audible, but there is a detectable hum coming from behind the doors. Aries 2-1, are you sure about that? There's no one down here. There's no one in sight and no place to hide, other than a couple of closets we just checked. Everything is glass. I can see from one side to the other. Maybe it was just the camera. Negative. There was a small person, just within the lower portion of the camera view. Buyer teams, move back to primary stairwell. Prepare to provide support. Aries 1-1, your team has all the maintenance stairwells manned. Do you see anyone in them? Negative. All egress points are under control. No one has moved through any of the maintenance stairs. Karen 2-2, please confirm your sector is clear? Confirmed. Lenantos actual, floor is clear. There's not even marks of the ash covering the floor that doesn't belong on the outfit. This is Buyer 1-1. We left Buyer 2-1 at the door to the basement level 1. We've met up with Karen 1-1 at basement level 2. CBRN readings are all negative. Geiger is showing minimal signs of readings. Roger that. Karen 1-1, you have authorizations to breach. Priority 1 is survivors. Second is to shut down the NALHC power and retrieve the black box from that floor. Confirmed. Breaching now. Fuck! Somebody bring up a Halligan! This door is fucked! Here, boss. Give me some time. Give me some space. Lenantos, door is open. Entering now. What the fuck is that? What am I looking at here? Karen 1-1, report. Well, Lenantos, I'm not really sure what I'm looking at. I can see the collider tunnel stretching out in both directions, but the platform right in front of me is gone. Oh well, pieces of it are. I think the helium coolant tubes are leaking, and there's pretty heavy mist. But right where the collision chamber should be, it's Jesus, Myla, get the fuck back away from it. There's a huge... I'm not sure how to describe this, but there's an orb that looks like it's made out of liquid mercury. Captain, you seeing this? Or, I mean, not seeing something you should be? Myla, back the fuck up. You don't know what that shit is, huh? Lenantos, I can see a full reflection of the room in this orb. But, Buyer 2-1, Karen 2-2, did you? We saw it. Aries, do you have eyes on? I only caught a glimpse. Negative. Karen 2-2, whoever it was only on screen for a second, and I've lost it. I don't see myself or any of the men being reflected on the surface of this thing. Lenantos. Break, all call signs, this is net. Withdraw to surface level immediately. You are ordered to seal all stairways and elevator shafts and take up defensive positions. I say again, seal all stairwells and take defensive positions. Bomb squad and UGVs are inbound. Intercepted Radio Transmissions. Part 2. Let's get straight into that. Radio check. You guys got all your shit together? Good. Command. You were now designated call sign Kasparov. Confirm. King, this is Kasparov. I confirm call sign designation. Are your men in position? We are. Team. Call signs are as follows. Team leader designated King. Lieutenant. Your call sign is Queen. Of course I am. MVP roll me. Fuck off. In sequence. Rook. Bishop. White Knight. Black Knight. Should I be insulted or honoured? And you? EOD, your call sign is designated Boomer. Your radio giving you trouble, Boomer? Bishop, make sure all of his connections are good. I don't want him giving us any silent treatment. Testing. Can you hear me now? The joys of the lowest bidder. Yeah, we got you. You ready to move in? Are we driving in your piece, or are we going to have to carry it? Negative. Talon can drive in, but we might need to give it a hand on the stairs. Good deal. Kasparov, we are now entering the NALHC facility. Confirmed. King, QRF is on standby inside the building. Ares team is monitoring the facility cameras. Be advised, there are multiple blind spots inside due to damage to the camera security systems. Very good. What kind of cameras are we talking? Regular light. There were no low light or IR cameras online. Well, that's too bad. Rook, Bishop, take lead. Secure the stairwell. Black Knight, White Knight. See if you can get the bot downstairs without dropping it. Bottom sub-basement. Hey you! The Ares commander. Second platoon. I'm commanding. We'll be watching the cameras for you. We've had some unexplained movement on the sub-basement 1, but we're having a difficult time identifying the source. What do you mean? Honestly, we aren't sure. We swept that floor 3 times. There's no place to hide, but we keep getting flashes of movements on multiple camera angles. Do you still have any still images of it? Wait, one. Here's 4 frames. It's nothing but a blur, and we can't make out heads or tails of it. The fuck? Only 4 frames? Where is that? Only 4. I don't get it either. The cameras are running at 30 frames per, but it only shows up in flashes. It's down in some of the equipment monitoring stations. Big open floor. A few support columns, but even those aren't going to be any kind of cover. From the perspective, we think they're about 5 feet, give or take. Whoever they are, they must be sticking close to the walls. Most of the cameras in that floor are still up. When was the last time you had movement? About 45 minutes ago. Just those 4 frames worth. Nearly 20 minutes before that, 6 frames, even blurrier. It seems to be getting longer and longer between the instances, and the amount of screen time it's dropping, too. I think whoever it is trying to hide from the camera positions. God damn it! Slower! Last calling. What's up? Rook here. Sir, Tweedledee nearly pushed me down the flight. Maybe you should give me some warning before you stop dead in your tracks. I can't exactly see behind me. I'll head down and deal with the children. Anything on cameras at the bottom? Nothing. Cameras at the bottom are all blown out or otherwise unresponsive. We have full coverage of the surface levels. Partial of sub-basement 1 and the stairwells and elevator are all on line. Elevators? Are you shitting me, guy? Quit crying and go to the gym more, says the guy walking forward and can see what he's doing. All I can see is your ugly face. My feet are as blind as you are, arsehole. Would both of you just shut up and walk? Wouldn't matter. The elevators are locked down. Only the cameras in them work. We still can't get the override to let us into them. Where are you guys from, anyway? We're special delivery from Fort Carson. Sorry it took so long for us to get here. Sir, we're in position. Boomer is setting up the Talon now. Okay. Let me know when he's done. So explain to me, what exactly is sitting in the basement? You'd have to talk to Karen Lee to get an accurate description. Don't expect much though. They got pulled within a few minutes of contact. All I know is, big, silver ball right where the reaction of collision, or whatever it was that happened. Weird thing though, is they heard singing. One guy swore it was Italian, but someone else on the team was sure it wasn't. Weirdest thing though, the thing was basically a mirror. No one could see their reflection in it. What do you mean? The whole room was reflected in the thing, but none of our team was showing up. One of the survivors from the top floor was trying to suggest that some kind of liquid helium coolant, but he couldn't explain it. Couldn't we have just called in an old priest and a young priest? I swear to God, I will have you dust in the dirt when you get back to the top side if you don't shut up. Sorry, sir. Should we pray to Heinlein instead? King, Boomer has the bot set up and ready to roll in. We're ready to crack the doors whenever you say go. White Knight has the lead. Oh, come on, LT. On the way down, hold for me. Got it, sir. Rook, Bishop, stack up. Tweedledee and Tweedledum, take a knee behind the bot and get ready to cover. Serious, boss? You're going to lump me in with him? I didn't pick the call signs, but it fits in nicely so far. Says the Queen. God damn it, Captain! You here yet? I want to get this over with. I'm not hearing any singing, but I'm properly creeped. You don't? Do you? I'm not hearing singing, but there's some real faint musical something coming through. You really don't hear it? Nothing. Anyone else hearing it? I hear something, but it's not singing, and I really wouldn't call it music. Okay, here. Boomer, you ready to roll? Ready. Rook, Bishop, pull the doors. Let's get this show moving. Kasparov, we are moving in on the epicenter. King, you are a go. Boomer, the floor is yours. Let's see what's in the box. Moving the Talon in. Kasparov, are you seeing the visual feed from the bot? We see it. Video shows the orb, but there seems to be some rather serious distortion around it. Is that just the video feed, or are you guys seeing the same distortion in person? I see something, but damned if I can define it. Looks kinda like a heat wave of a hot road. Okay, Talon is now 4 meters from the orb. Readings are normal, but it looks like there's a sharp temperature drop the closer it gets. Drop? It's getting colder. Here, look at the feed. It's dropped a degree or two in every foot. Does that mean it really just the helium coolant? What's making it go all sphere on us? And where are the reflections? How cold is the surrounding area right there? Can we move in closer? I don't see why not. It's cooler than here. We're not taking Arctic storm. Rook, Bishop, move around. See if you can get behind the orb. See what you can see. Moving. Contact. Okay. So the surface of that thing is sitting at a brisk 55 Fahrenheit, 11.1 Celsius. Doesn't seem to be any sort of skin on the thing. Seems liquid, alright. No sign of what's suspending it or what's causing it to hold its shape. Gotta be something at the centre holding it like that. Maybe the collider created something. I heard some old conspiracy theories before that they were worried CERN might make a black hole. Rook, Bishop, what you got for me? Nothing back here, sir, except some busted equipment. One thing, though. I think the ore might have been a bit bigger when it first formed. There's some pretty clear indication that something scooped out anything that was near it. I think it might have eaten it when it popped into existence. Good to know. Get back over here. I don't want you near that thing when we send in the Talon. Moving back to you. Sir? Look at where the Talon is making contact. It looks like veins or something. Pretty sure that's just temperature flux from the Talon. It looks pretty though. Sort of like a Christmas tree ball or something. Silver with blue whorls. Kasparov, permission to proceed? Confirmed. You have the authorization to see what Talon can find inside the centre of that orb. How many licks do you think it'll take? Boomer, the floor is yours. Let's see what we can see. Breaching surface. Video feed is good. Manipulation arms in place. There doesn't seem to be any sort of resistance to it. Kasparov, be advised, we have movement on the sub-basement 1 again. Karen team is requesting permission to take up positions in the main of that floor. Acknowledged. Ares 2-1, tell Karen they have permission to take positions. Tell them to make sure they carry lethal arms this time. Knight, set up and watch our back until Karen is in place. I don't want any surprises. And I don't like this timing. Me? Or him? Both. Oh, something's wrong. Talon has advanced 20 feet, but there's no sign of the centre. I think we might have driven it all the way through the orb. I'm just a few feet away from the wall now. What? Queen, take Rook and circle around. We'll try to guide it back in and find out what's holding this thing together. Gotcha. Moving. Kasparov. King, be advised, Karen teams have taken up position. Your back is secure. Appreciate it, Ares. They see anything? See? No. But it looks like a tornado went through here. Papers all over the place, and chairs and desks have been pushed back. No footprints in the ash though, so I have no idea how. Sir, Talon hasn't made it through this side. What? It must have. I've given it 25 feet of cord. It should be right up against the far wall. Afraid not. It is not through. Fuck's sake! I can see it on the feet. It's moved out of the orb. I can move it a little more and wave to the mist. Something's wrong. I can't see any of us on the video feed. I'm sorry, what? Look, there's the desk. There's the doors. There's the racks. But no us. The hell? So we're in the Twilight Zone or something. Kasparov, this is King. I'm moving up to the orb. That is strongly disadvised, King. Noted. Queen, you're in charge if something goes wrong. Sir, I'm pretty sure we should hold off on that. We don't know what the orb did to Talon. At the surface of the orb now, it's kind of chilly. It doesn't feel wet. Actually, it doesn't feel wet like anything. It's like an air bubble. I'm inside now. King, be advised, we have lost visual. I say again, we have no access to your visual feed. We're still seeing Talon video. What's up with his? Talon has a cable. Doesn't rely on wireless transmission. Okay. I'm fully through and out and walking around. That's really unsettling. I can see the Talon, but I don't have eyes on my team. Moving forward to the door. Okay. We have King on the visual feed from Talon. Jesus. He should be right next to us. What the fuck is this shit? Holy Mother of God, this isn't right. Guys, look at this shit. Sir, we're coming in there to join you. Boomer, hold this position. Kasparov, come in. Queen, this is Kasparov. Send it. We're moving into the orb and going to support King. You'll lose our video feed shortly. What did King find? We're blind here. He found a flag. Not just any flag. It's a Kriegsmarine flag, but it's in red, white and blue. Old Glory is sitting top left quadrant, but there's an iron cross in the circle. The other quadrants are red, white and blue. You found what? That's not possible. There's something else. There's a plaque on the wall reads, "For the advancement of great Holy American Empire." Something is very off here. It looks like this place hasn't been touched for years. It's filthy. Much worse than just the ash in our facility. Break, something is happening on sub-basement 1. Something in the far corner of the cubicle farm just turned on a light. Negative movement. Hold up. There's some footprints here in the dirt in the stairwell. I can't identify them. One set looks like it's from something heavy. Shit. Oh shit. This looks recent. Knights, you're with me. Bishop, Rook, hold positions until we give you the go-ahead. King, do not move. We're coming to you. I'm moving up the stairwell. Tracks are going down, but I don't see anything going up. Can the fucker hear us? Captain, hold up. We're moving in to support. I don't think comms are making it. Alright, double time this. No one goes anywhere alone. We've got to meet up with him. That's sub-basement 1. This place looks like it's been deserted for decades. Some footmarks in the dirt. Can't say what they belong to though. Some sort of biped though, from what I can see. Oh shit. I found a calendar. The last page torn off says July the 11th from 1999. We passed through the fracture. I have eyes on Talon. Captain, can you hear me now? Queen? Yeah, I read you. Get up here. You have to see this to believe it. Queen, this is Rook. Karen team is here with Boomer. We're moving on your position now. Stand by. Oh yeah, this isn't creepy at all. Are there any notes? Anything written on any of the calendars? Spread out, see if you can find anything to paint us a picture. Did you hear that? Shit! Something's above us! Positions, we're pushing up to the ground floor. Knights, you're on me. Queen, hold back with Rook and Bishop until we breach the top floor. Then follow us up. Safety's off, gentlemen. Sweep forward. Check your corners. Queen, move up. Moving. Jesus, what is this? The American Pripyat? Every pane of glass is busted out. Looks like a mob came through here. Front door is wide open. Cover me. Black Knight, left side. White Knight, stay on my ass. I'm moving to the door. Got you, boss. The fuck? Okay. Yeah, this place has officially moved into permanent residence in the Twilight Zone. Kasparov, we're not in Kansas. I say again, we are not in Kansas. Fucking Christ! Man down! Man down! Kill it! Stagger 5, move back to the door. No! Fucking drag him back. Collins, go cyclic. I don't give a shit if you melt the barrel. Don't let it move. Last called in station report. This is Karen. We have 2. No, 3 men down. Something is here. Sub-basement 1. I can't say what. I don't have eyes on it. There's nothing on the feed. I don't see jack shit. We're pulling out. I can't even say for sure what we hit. Everyone take positions on the door. Do not let it through. We're going to seal the door shut until we... All call signs, this is net. Instructions to follow. Chessboard. Hold positions. Aries, move a secondary team into position to support call sign Boomer. All buyer call signs, move to sub-basement 1. Your orders are to shoot on sight. Intercepted Radio Transmissions, Part 3. Let's get straight into that. The following was captured approximately 8 hours after the previous intercept. Several radio checks and unimportant data has been cleared for brevity. Chessboard, this is Kasparov. Are you prepared to continue? Kasparov, we're almost ready to go. Hooking up the last of the trailers to the bikes now. Confirmed. When you reach the outskirts of the first town you come to, you are authorized to deploy 2 of your Ravens. Keep in mind, they can only stay up for an hour. Fort Bliss came through and delivered a shadow, but the engineers are still trying to set up the launch and fit the pieces through the stairwell. Any word on the sub-basement yet? Negative. Engineering teams have barricaded all entrances and exits, and the doors have been welded shut. We have no confirmation on the entity captured inside. Casualties counted yet? Karen teams lost 5 men. Surviving lieutenant of the 1st platoon is certain they had positive hits, but no confirmation. They've been debriefed? Any idea whose nest we're about to dance through? Mama Lian, estimated approximately 5 feet high, quadrupedal, approximately 200 pounds, give or take. How is it hiding? Unknown. Until we can recover it, we have little information to give. Injuries lead to believe it doesn't have particularly sharp claws, but the bite injuries were formidable. Sir, ready to roll. Mount up, gentlemen. Kasparov, we are go. Let us know when the support teams put the shadow in the air. I'll be a little happier when we have Skynet watching. Roger. Remember to switch the Silent Hawks to electric when you're 5 miles out from whichever town you hit first. No need to give anything any more warning than necessary. We've established a mobile radio tower on your side of the fracture, but until the shadow is up, reception might be unstable. Heard and confirmed. We'll update as we can. So, which way do you want to go? East? Northeast? Map says there's a little town in that direction. Name of Carazozo. It's at a crossroads. In our reality, maybe. But before we go for that, look here, south a ways. Little hamlet, only a few buildings, called Oskaro. Might be better off to kick off there. Almost guaranteed to have nothing there. That's part of the problem with it. Nothing there. I doubt we'll pull any usable intel out of that little place, but it's only a few miles down from Carazozo, so why not dip our toes in first? Weapons check. All red and ready. Eyes peeled, make sure your shit's strapped down, and let's go. Kasparov, wish us luck, and get the bird up. Roger. We'll let you know when she's airborne. No radio contact for approximately 92 minutes. Kasparov, chessboard. This is Kasparov. Shadow is high. Come in. This is King. Good to hear your voice again. How's the view from the shadow? Imaging is coming through clear. We're moving it on your location now at 10,000 feet. Backup teams have set up a position on your side of the collider. If you hit any trouble, make a run back to them and you'll have 3 companies worth of backup. Good. Kasparov, we've closed in on Oscuro. We are now on foot and moving closer. Rook, Bishop, how are we looking? It's dead down here, boss. No movement. It looks like everything is rotted out. Doors aren't even closed. Windows are grimy. Good. Keep eyes on us while we move. White, move up on that building. Black, stay here with Queen. You two move to the left. And White Knight, I take the right. King, move 5 feet forward and look to your right. What is it? Oh, well, shit. King, report. Skeleton. Either a juvenile male or possibly a short female. It's been here a bit. No flesh left on it. Nothing looks broken, but I'm no doctor. No obvious signs of violence. Breaching the front door now. Wait until White Knight and I are in position, damn it. Too late? There's no one. Dirt and dust says it's been that way a long while. Just a kitchen, small den, couple of rooms. Huh. And there's a dead guy in one of the beds. Long dead. Bones. Nothing living. Roger. Let's start sweeping the house. Look for anything that can tell us anything. Newspaper clippings, computers, phones, anything. Bag it all up and put whatever you find in the trailers. Ooh, peanut butter. Jiffy, my favourite. Yeah, I definitely will not be sampling this. Jif? What? It's called Jif peanut butter. The hell it is. Look, read and weep. Oh, I could have sworn it was Jif. Got some old newspapers and magazines here. Seem in good condition. I had to guess, I'd say heat and dry air held them together. I don't think we're going to find anything in the way of phones though. I don't know how many cell phones were around in 1999. You never know. Apparently they built the collider in 1999. We just finished ours. What? This year? It doesn't look like their timelines match perfectly. Nothing in this closet except coats and board games. Anyone find anything else? Oh, desktop in the back room here. Want me to pull the tower? Chessboard. Be advised, the shadow has made it over to you and had a good look around. Nothing showing on any cameras, so we've had it move forward towards your next objective. Be advised, there does appear to be a small wreck on the road up towards the next town. You may want to check it out. Roger that. Kasparov, Queen, pull the tower. We'll drop it in with the rest. Maybe they can pull something off it. Bishop, Rook, start heading back to the bikes. We'll meet you there. Keep your eyes open. I don't like how we haven't seen anything. It makes me nervous. Why are we pulling the tower? Don't you think we'd get more off the computers back in the collider? Maybe. But when there's the last time you could access anything on a government computer? Fair enough. Okay, everyone back to the bikes. Let's get ready to move. Kasparov, what's the word? Shadow is still a little ways out, but it looks interesting. Carazozo seems like a ghost town, but the IR cameras keep picking up small flashes. Might be something living, might just be reflections. I'm not sure. Keep us informed. Moving up the road. No transmission. Approximately 32 minutes. Kasparov, we have reached that wreck you mentioned. Don't know if it's worth searching. 2 of the vehicles burned and a third is pretty trashed from the elements. Your choice, King. I'll give it a once over. Shouldn't take long. Go ahead then. Well, looks like it belonged to a student. Couple of textbooks in the trunk, some notebooks, gym bag, couple of empty water bottles. Want the books? Are they worth keeping? The history book might be, maybe the notebooks too. We'll load them up then, and let's move out. Kasparov continued to Carrizozo. No transmission for 21 minutes. Kasparov, we have reached the outskirts of Carrizozo. Or actually, not. Rushkberg, apparently. Say again, King. Well, Carrizozo apparently doesn't exist in this place. The welcome sign clearly states Rushkberg and Willkommen. The streets have a distinctly Bavarian flavour to them. I think we might have stumbled into a little Germany or something. Streets are quiet though. I guess whatever hit here hit fast. Practically everything looks to be in order. I mean, if you ignore the silence and lack of activity. And the propaganda. Can you be more specific, Queen? Well, there's lots of flyer and posters on some of the bigger walls and boards, church boards and, well, I'm looking at the wall of the library now. Better dead than red. Kill a commie for a mummy. Apparently, they were all terrified of the Red Menace before they all vanished. Was the threat nuclear? Well, it doesn't seem that way. The Geiger counter isn't making in a peep. No matter what I hold it near. Well, nothing on mine either. All's well according to it. We're moving into the library now. Actually, hopefully we can find an archive or something. Rook, you and Bishop hold the front door. Knights, go and see if there's a back door, and if there is, take up position there. Queen, you and I are going to do some speed reading. I'll check history section, you look at the periodicals. Anything out of the ordinary or worth taking. On it. I've got a week's worth of newspapers here. Looks like they only kept them for 7 days though. Couple of gossip rags, Scientific Inquisitor. Well, that sounds cheery. Oh, jackpot. I've got a lead. Ask librarian for microfilm access. Where do you think they store the microfilm? I've got a bunch of encyclopedias here, including one on CD. Anyone see any boxes? Some boxes over here, sir. Or crates or something box-like. You guys on the back door? Yeah, and the basement door. Back door doesn't look like it'll open. Not without convincing anyway. It's pretty well jammed up. Basement, on the other hand, that's wide open. You good up here, King? I'm going to go check in the basement for the microfilm. Seems like a good place to store it, right? I don't see why not. I don't see any microfilm readers up here anyway. It might have all been stored down there. Black Knight, you go cover him. White Knight, keep both those doors in sight. The children's section. My favourite. I wonder if they have the 3 little pigs in this place. Well, it's nice and dark in here. Not terrifying in the least. But the microfilm readers are here. So I'm assuming the film is too. Shit, it's damp down here. Hope it hasn't damaged the images. King, I got a real stupid question. You always do. What? You know that kids series with the bears? Mama, Papa, brother and sister? Yes. You wouldn't happen to remember what it's called, would you? Jesus, is this really the time to look for a book, dumbass? I'm asking for a very specific reason, Kasparov. Send it. White Knight. The name is spelled B-E-R-E-N-S-T-A-I-N. Yeah, that's what I thought, King. Take a look at this. You ever heard of the Mandela Effect? Vaguely. B-E-R-E-N-S-T-E-I-N. So what? I think this might have been leaking through for a while. I read a news article about this stuff once, and some fringe science guy with crazy hair said it might have been 2 different realities leaking together. That honestly doesn't sound like the craziest idea, all things considered. I found the microfilm rolls. I'm bringing it all up now. It smells like something died down here. And there was a mattress and some empty cans. I think someone was hiding back there when whatever went wrong came to head. Chessboard. Be advised, Shadow has sighted several heat signatures moving into the town. How many are we talking, Kasparov? We have eyes on 14 heat signatures. King, they have exited what looks to be the basement of City Hall, a few blocks down. Rook, Bishop, close that door. See if you can block it up with something. We don't have time to run, so we'll see if we can lay low. Maybe they'll run on past us and we can pop smoke. All call signs, this is Net. We have sighted confirmation on life. Hold positions and watch your sectors. Intercepted Radio Transmissions. The final. Let's get straight into that. All chessboard call signs, be advised. A secure line has been established on your side of the fracture. Maintain position until you can be assured of a safe egress. We might be sitting here for a hot minute, Kasparov. Those things are a million around outside. Do you have eyes on? Shadow is still picking up heat signatures, but the visual cameras appear to be malfunctioning. Oh yeah. I'm up on the second floor looking down on the street level and can see them. Best thing I can think of to describe them would be a werewolf. Wish I was joking. Down on all fours, maybe 7 or so feet long, but they're also prone to standing on hind legs and moving around like that. About 5 feet tall, maybe. Front feet appear to be prehensile. They're grasping and holding things. I hate to say this, boss, but they look intelligent. They're moving with purpose. Define purpose, if you don't mind. There are a risk of them opening a front door. Well, not if it's blocked up, but they've opened a door or two already. Rook, Bishop, you don't move from that door then. Keep your guns on it. Is the back door still secure? Oh yeah, I wasn't joking when I said it needed convincing. It's rusted and looks like somebody welded at least one of the joints. Works both ways though. We aren't going to be able to get back out that way either, not without some struggle. Rusted? In this dry ass hell place? Well, that just feels unfair. Something's happening out here. Neighbourhood puppies look like they're setting up for something. Half of them have split off to the east, but the ones left over look like they're burying something. Or maybe digging it up? Gonna need more detail than that. What are they doing? Making a fucking hole. I can't tell you more than that. Fine. Queen, stay there. Keep eyes on. Rook, Bishop, hold that front door. White Knight, keep on the back door, just in case. Black Knight, you and me are going to keep on ransacking this library. Periodicals, newspapers, anything you can find. The rust is weird, but it's dry here, so the paper should have been able to hold up. Magazine rack over there. I'll find what's up. I don't suppose you're interested in the gossip rags? That's the majority of the stuff I'm seeing. Aside from what looks like propaganda booklets and stuff, looks like whatever political party took over on this side went pretty authoritarian. Yeah, even the children's section has colouring books that look pretty Fourth Reich. Well, if this colouring book is accurate in any respect, looks like everything went weird in the 40s. Russia collapsed in some sort of plague. Nazi Germany pulled back and scorched a line between them. Shh! Everyone, lock it down. 2 minutes worth of silence. Clear. Something was trying the knob on the back door. I didn't get a good look, but I'm guessing one of the pack decided to have a look-see. Pushed its nose up against the glass. It's weird. I saw the steam and the nose print. Didn't see any shadow or outline. Keep us posted. Queen, any movement from the higher side? Well, a couple of them are still digging. A few more broke off, only seeing 3 now. Chessboard, the shadow is still picking up heat signatures. Most are to the north of you, seeming to be moving back towards you, or towards the park across the library. The park has 4 heat signatures. The alleys around you have 4 more. None closer than 80 metres. 2 buildings to your east have heat displays in them. Well, either they can't smell us like normal dogs, or they just don't give a fuck about us. Hey boss, According to the illustrated history of the Holy American Empire, looks like America never got attacked in World War II. Japan invaded China instead and stayed there. Russia collapsed under some sort of epidemic. Looks like it was still a no man's land when this book was published. America invaded Canada and Mexico, broke them up into states, made an alliance with Germany, brokered a peace between the Brits and Germany then decided to invade Italy and Africa. India declared independence, blah blah blah, and then attacked the Japanese. China and India formed an alliance, and looks like it was still a stalemate or ceasefire when this was published. Kinda infers that the plague that kicked Russia's feet out from under them might have been on its way to China. America invaded Canada? That's weird. Feels like something must have led up to that. Can't think of anything indicating what we were ever really on poor terms with them. That's pretty serious deviation. What about the bomb? Not seeing any mention of it. Nothing at all. In fact, might be in some of the bigger books. And this does look like it's geared toward kids. Might have left that part out for the reason. Maybe it just didn't happen. Maybe everything went into trying to avoid the disease that hit. A couple of pages in here talking about how everyone was trying to find a cure for it. Some big famine in India is what forced that area to go into ceasefire. They couldn't prop up the Chinese when the disease hit them. All cool science, this is net. This is Stonewall. At Fracture. Chessboard. Be advised, we're launching additional drones at this time. You can expect air superiority on your position shortly. Kasparov, piping a fees to you on this time. There's no power like air power. Okay, so it looks like they're wrapping up whatever it is they're doing, and they've dragged a big chunk of a telephone pole to the hole, dropped one end of it in at an angle, and now they're just burying that end of it. They're sticking out at maybe 50 or 60 degrees angle. Yeah, I got nothing. There's no rhyme or reason as far as I can see. Maybe a lookout point. Marking territory? Could be. One of them is climbing on it. Kind of like they were testing it to see if it could hold their weight. Wasn't trying to get a view. It looked pretty focused on not falling. Marking territory would make sense though. Kasparov, Skynet, have anything for us? Negative. Activity is still going, but doesn't seem to be coordinated in any fashion. The action in the park seems to be only organised movements in your vicinity. None of the other creatures seem to have any degree or purpose. I hope they aren't planning on sticking around. I'd like to be out of this place before sundown. No idea what else is creeping around these parts, and I'd rather have a drone find out instead of a first-hand experience. Christ, these things are creepy. There's something intelligent in them. I'm going to go down to the basement again. Have a look around while we wait for them to piss off. Black Knight, do the rounds. Anything worth taking, put it on the front desk and we'll grab it on our way out. Nothing of note occurs besides several radio checks for the space of 2 hours. Something's going on. They're congregating and howling. Kasparov, what have you got for us? All of the creatures are moving out of the streets and buildings and are rejoining the park near the market. It also looks like the break-off party from earlier is returning from the north. That might be a cause. ETA is just a few minutes. King, be advised. Your team might be able to break clean shortly. Roger. We read. Everybody, pack it up and get ready to bolt. If they move off, we go. I only have a few hours of sunlight left, and I don't want to risk a fight on the way home in the dark. You guys smell that? Kasparov, does the shadow see any sign of a fire? Negative. I smell smoke. Am I the only one? I got a whiff of it earlier. Thought I was imagining it. Only smelled it for a second. Kasparov, can you have the shadow operator do a sweep and see if you can spot smoke or anything, in any direction? Might just be the dogs. The one at the door earlier had a smoky smell to him. Pack could have run through a fire earlier, maybe. Break, chessboard, be advised. 2 heat signatures are right on top of you, at the front door. Bishop, Rook, talk to me. They're pressing on the door. Nothing, not a sound. Nothing tested a knob. Not a thing. How did they sneak up on us, Kasparov? Unknown. They weren't there when Shadow did a sweep 30 seconds ago, and nothing was close to your position. Back door. Not a thing. I don't smell no evil, hear no evil, or see no evil. Chessboard, be advised. Shadow is keeping a close eye on you, and those two signatures are directly facing the door. You may have been spotted. Kasparov, we have a situation here at the fracture. Stonewall, please stand by. Negative. Kasparov, not an option. We have an individual moving directly on us, less than 1 kilometre out. Looks like it may be one of our scientists from the facility. White coat, bloodstained. Permission to retrieve? Say again? Kasparov, take the call. We're secure for now. Stonewall, send a team. You have permission to retrieve and detain until we can verify identity. Moving a team in to pick up. Something's up in the park. There's dozens of them now. I'm not sure where they all came from. Jesus. Okay, get ready. We may have to make a fucking run for it. White, see if you can find any way to quietly crack that back door. I don't have any urge to make a stand like Karen team did. Black Knight, go give him a hand. But keep it quiet. Go. Kasparov, we've reached our man. He looks pretty beat up, but he's walking on his own. Have a medivac on standby. I think he's in shock. And, hey, Doc, look me in the eye here. I've got to check your eyes. Anything broken? Doc? Kasparov, prep the medivac. I'm not sure this guy even knows he's here, let alone us. Come on, Doc. Climb up into the back there. Kasparov, update. This man has a broken cuff and chains on his wrists and ankles. Doc, what's your name? Where you from? Where were you? Broder, check in for a wallet or work badge. On it. Don't worry, sir. I'm not going to hurt you. Okay, sir. I've got a badge. Dr. Wallashir. Stop the vehicle. Who the fuck are you? This isn't you on the badge, unless you changed race in the last day or two. Don't move. Don't move! Sir! Badge doesn't match the man. Simus idlam aik tisnanom achim ogil. What the fuck? Oh Christ. Stonewall, report. Containment breach. We have a containment breach. Persons unknown have entered the secure zone. Lock down the fracture. Lock it down. He's coming for you. The canines or the individual you just picked up. The man in the chains. He tore right through us after we got him past the firing line. Fuck, he's fast. Roger. All teams on our side of the fracture are on high alert. Chessboard, do you copy? This is Chessboard. We were just about to make a break for it, but something is happening. Have the Shadow put cameras on the park. Do you see it? I'm checking feeds now. Chessboard, please confirm human survivor. You just confirmed it for us. The fucking dogs are about to lynch this fucker. What do you want us to do? Please stand by. The situation kind of demands some urgency here. King, Shadow 2 has been redirected to your position. Light munitions are on board, but the plan as of now is that we're going to bring it in low and try to have some of them give chase to it. A distraction. How much time? Shadow 2 will be on the station in 80 seconds. Can you hold until then? We can. But our friend is in the park. We can. But our friend in the park is another story. They're dragging him to the pole now. Shit. Rook, Bishop, clear the front door. We have to be ready to move. Knights, fuck the back door. Get up here and get ready to make a break for the bikes. Rook and Bishop, you two get ready to lay down fire so the Knights can get to the man in the park. Queen, as soon as you hear shots, break the glass and throw smoke in every direction you can, and then get down here, double time to the bikes. We grab our guy and go. Don't engage if you can avoid it. We need to get a move on back to Stonewall. Shit's getting out of hand. We've overextended ourselves. Stonewall, have you been able to establish comms with any teams on the natural side of the fracture? Negative. I'm still picking up the pieces over here. They didn't respond to my hails. Think they got him? Fuck! King! The dog's just strung him up. The man in the park is swinging. He's still struggling. His neck isn't broken. We gotta move. Unknown. We've lost all communications with the facility a few moments after the containment breach. Chessboard, be ready to move. Shadow 2 is on station. Now! Breach! Breach! Go! Go! Sustained gunfire is heard. Unknown voices. Smoke out! Moving on you! Lift fire right! Bishop, move! I'll cover until they're in my line. Target acquired. Break contact and make for the fracture. Move! Shit! Black Knight is down! Queen, you and Rook move! Take the intel and go! Now! Bishop, on me! White Knight, do you have the target? Fuck! Get it off me! I can't see him. Where's Black Knight? Shit! Bishop? Bishop! Kasparov, this is Queen. We have the target and the library books headed back to the fracture now. And can you relay information on the remaining members of Chessboard? We can confirm call signs Queen, Rook and White Knight are on the move. We have telemetry on call signs King, but negative on call signs Bishop or Black Knight. King, this is Kasparov. We have complete loss of signal from Bishop and Black Knight. I recommend you move out. Shadow 1 is reading too many heat signatures on you. Shadow 2 is coming around for a run. Get clear. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Do you have eyes on? Negative. Trying to draw them away now. Get clear. Move back to the stone wall. Stonewall. Do you have the next drone prepped? Negative. We had to take it apart to get it through the fracture. It's going to take at least an hour. God above. Who are you people? What the hell is happening? Say again. Last station. The hanged man is awake and speaking. Who are you, guy? What's going on? I thought the last of the military fell a decade ago. How did you get here? What's going on? Where are my coins? Where are they? I was almost free. What? What are you talking about? Maybe your military's gone, but we just got here. Just got here? How? From where? Well, funny story. We'll tell you all about our world if you tell us what screwed yours. Your world? Oh God. You didn't come from the other side, did you? Well, that's need to know information. Rest assured, you're safe now. We can discuss this at length later. They didn't get through to your side, did they? Nothing got in. You have to seal it off. Where are my coins? I was almost free. Bishop and Black Knight are confirmed, killed in action. Now what the fuck is this arsehole talking about? Kasparov, I just sent a team to check the fracture. Something's wrong. Everyone was dead. They were just burned black. Uniforms and equipment were untouched, but they're all gone. All call signs, please report to the designated point Stonewall. Prepared to evacuate. Call sign Stonewall. Are the demolition charges in place? Yes. Chessboard, you are ordered to withdraw back to home station with all gathered intelligence. Stonewall, have a man on standby with the demolition charges. If you are faced with a broken arrow event, fall back behind the fracture and set off the charges. We can dig back if we have to. What about my men? A recovery team is being assembled, but until sufficiently heavy weapons and armour are in place, the living take precedence over the dead. If you let him through, you're all dead now. It won't matter. King, bring the survivor back to base ASAP. We have questions for him. Kasparov, out. Wow. Hope you guys enjoyed that one as much as I. As I say, it's quite a difficult script to get my head round. But please, of course, do let me know down below in the comments what you thought. Please do like and share, help build this channel and community. And we're very, very near the 20k subscriber mark. I'm absolutely bowled over, guys. I'm so shocked. A lot of special treats in store for you. Next instalment, of course, to my Escobar series. And my wonderful friend, Author Jojo, has got a very special exclusive story written purposely for the 20,000 subscriber show. So extremely excited to get my teeth into that one. As ever, I hope you're all well and happy. And above all, remember, be safe, not sorry.